Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and today I'm reacting to Time by Pink Floyd. And after my first Pink Floyd reaction, which you guys should check out on my channel, I got so many recommendations from you all to respond and react to Time. So thank you very much for the recommendations, and please leave me some more in the comment section down below. This whole channel is devoted to me discovering music that I've never really listened to before. I'm a music lover, and if you have anything that you think I may like or you think I should just listen to at least once, please give me those recommendations in the comment section down below and hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. But without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, a lot of clock sounds. A lot. And can I say, I've always liked the Pink Floyd logo. It's so colorful. This bright white beam going into the triangle, creating a beautiful rainbow. I believe the term in physics is called refracting. Ooh. This is so interesting. There's so much going on, all of this like ambient background noise. I feel like I'm in the movie Space Odyssey 2001. Shout out to any of you who've watched it. I like these little chimes in the background. And this kind of like fatty synth wave I'm hearing. Or maybe it's a guitar tone. Or bass. I don't know. Wow, this is a long build. I really feel like they're setting the stage right now for some time travel, some space travel. This feels like a very sci-fi-esque track. And maybe it matches with the fact that it's called Time, and Time has a lot of sci-fi kind of concepts linked to it. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of like Interstellar, of 2001 Space Odyssey, of Predestination, of I think Donnie Darko, a lot of like sci-fi mind-bending kind of movies. It's the perfect track for that so far. Or maybe like a Tarantino film. Yeah. Ooh. Around on a piece of ground in your hometown. Waiting for someone or something to show you the way. Tired of lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. I'm absolutely loving this like choir that's supporting after the phrases are being sung in this chorus here. It's like a call and response, and it fits so well in this like almost groovy cadence that we have here. It almost has like hints of reggaeton, but it still feels like it's in the pocket of like classic rock. I don't know if that even makes any sense, but those are the thoughts that I'm having right now. So far, so good. And then one day Yeah. Yes. Let the guitars sing. Oh my god. Yeah. Ooh, it's like from the top rope. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. It keeps going. This guitar tone is absolutely like amazing. I don't know what guitar tone you would call this. I love how those extremely high notes cut right through all of the mix and you just hear it right at the top. All of the emotionality, but because of how the sound comes through the amp, it feels very gritty as well. So not only is it sharp, but it's like fatty at the top. And that's the best way I can describe it. So it feels like it takes up a lot of the energy within my body just to be listening to those notes. Not to mention the actual solo itself is really melodic and really tasteful. Like I love the phrasing here. I would listen to all this back again. I probably will try to learn this solo at some point. This is really good. Ay ay ay. This is stealing the show for me. Yeah. And then this like choir comes back in. I love the tone. I love it. Yeah. Mm. I love this song. Shorter of breath, and one day closer to death. Do you guys get where I'm feeling a little bit of that reggaeton vibe? It's in this, like, I guess these verses here, because it's the way that the guitars are strumming kind of off and on, almost like we're in a kind of a Bob Marley kind of universe here. So it's interesting to hear a bit of that influence here. Maybe it's influenced, maybe it's not, but it's interesting to hear that rhythmic pattern kind of supplanted in this piece. And then also on top of it, you have the rock vocals. You have all that's going on with the guitar solo. Man, genre blending is so cool to me. I will fanboy over that until the day I die. It's amazing. I love those. Ooh. Hanging on in quiet desperation is the English way. The time is gone, the song is over. Thought I'd something more to say. It's so pretty. You know what I've noticed is that this song has had like I think after the initial clock sounds that we were hearing, there is just a steady vibe along with this whole song. I just feel like I'm able to bob my head along the entire time. They managed to keep me in this groove. It's very much is the word entranced. I feel like I'm entranced listening to this song. It has such a interesting pull over me. And I really, again, I want to shout out the choir. And then I think we heard one individual choir member singing and really soulfully going off. I like that they give space for these kind of melodies because, with typical music composition, sometimes you can get carried away with allowing one instrument to kind of steal the entire show, right? Like, for instance, in the middle of the song, the guitar is doing a lot of the work, but then we're actually allowed to hear the other instruments after the fact. And the song has different sections that give space for each of these components, the rock elements, the vocalists. I like how it feels like it feels unstructured and really well structured at the same time, and I can't describe why. But that's part of their charm, right? This is really good. Thank you very much for recommending this to me, by the way.
Home, home again.
Hmm.
I like to be here when I can. When I come home, cold and tired, it's good to warm my bones beside the fire. Far away across the field, the tolling of the iron bell calls the faithful to their knees. You hear the softly spoken magic spell.
Ooh. Wow. What an interesting way to end the song. That is not the chord I was expecting at all. That was not the note I was expecting to hear at all. I love how there was a slowdown in the actual tempo, so you can hear that the drum beat is coming slower and slower. They're just monotonically decreasing the tempo there until the end kind of, releases on this like organ chord. And now that I think about it, this like note that I mentioned way earlier on in the reaction was the idea of this kind of synthesizer sound that we were hearing. I couldn't tell. Is it a synthesizer? Was it the guitar? Was it the bass? At least at the beginning. But towards the end, if it is the same instrument, it sounds to me a lot like either an organ or a synthesizer. And that really kind of like fatty, again, I keep using that adjective. This really fatty sound feels like it fills up like in a complete auditorium. The way it kind of fills up my headphones here. So if you're ever listening to